Next up in our small batch brewing series using 3 hops is a side-by-side. Let's see what those hops taste like. Welcome back, everybody. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. New homebrewing videos or craft beer reviews coming out every day. So if you've been following me, I've done and posted all of these separately. So what this is, if it's your first time watching, is I purchased the Anvil Foundry. And I wanted to do a batch where I just took whatever grain, threw it in there, threw some hops in there, and just see what I came out with. So this was a 5-gallon batch, 11 pounds of 2-row, 1 pound of Vienna. Boil was an hour, 1 ounce of Citra hops at 15 minutes, 1 ounce of Amarillo hops at 10 minutes, 1 ounce of Citra hops at 5 minutes. Then for dry hopping, 3 days into fermentation, I picked 5 different hops just to see if we could find out what hops or what those hops are doing to the beer, what comes through more. And so for the first 5 batches, number 1 is using Azacca, number 2 is using Sriracha, number 3 is Centennial, number 4 is Chinook, and number 5 is Gesture. All these are using US-05 yeast. We will play around with some different yeasts. I'm working on a yeast bank right now, so that should be interesting. So let's go ahead and get into this. All these beers were bottled on 11/10, so almost a month old. The reason I'm doing them at less than a month, usually I do them at a month old, but I had to get these done because I joined a new homebrew club and the meeting is tomorrow. So I wanted to get through them all to see what I thought before other people told me, oh, I get this, or oh, I get that. So we're going to taste these side by side, see what we get, and then we'll go from there. I do have the bottles open. Obviously, like I said, I did a separate review on all of them. So if you want to see the bottle opening, go back and watch that. Now, again, I did do all of them. So beer number 1 is going to be the warmest as that was out the longest. So I'm probably just going to set these off to the side when I look at them. I think this is a little easier than the 20 beer review I did. I will post that up above if you want to see me smell and taste and look at 20 different home brews in one video. So I'll set these off to the side, some over here, maybe some over there, just so I can see them. And then we'll get into it. This was a fun experiment. I'm glad it turned out how it did. Again, if you haven't seen the single reviews, I would go back and watch them first, as we might not get too deep into all of them. My OCD is killing me not having these in front, but I want to do that so you guys can see me. So here we go. Head retention, I have to give it to beer 1, the one with Azacca. It looks like a nice, almost cream head on there, even though it is settling down about a quarter finger of head. I think it almost goes down. Maybe if these two were switched, then it would be in line. But this has the most, this is second, this is third, this is fourth, this is fifth. So pretty much, yeah, for the color, they're all exactly the same. Those are the same. I was thinking one looked a little bit more hazy. I think it was beer 3, yeah. Yeah, beer 3, which is the Chinook, right? No, the Centennial. The Centennial is a little cloudier. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. But yeah, this one is a little cloudier. Maybe it's due to the oils in there. It is out of the same pack I've been using for the other ones. But for the most part, yeah, the hazier one is beer number 3. The carbonation level Just looking at what I have now, these two still have bubbles rising, and this one has bubbles rising. So I don't know if there's a little bit more yeast in there, so it ate a little bit more of the sugar in there. They all finished at 6.65% ABV, so they should all have the same amount of sugar in there. Okay, let's go ahead and smell and see which smell we like the best. So far, number one is more candy-like. It's a little sweeter with the fruitiness, the citrus, than beer number two. This one, beer number three with the Centennial, smells a little juicier. It's not as quite as sugary or sweet as beer number one, but this the Centennial version smells like it's more big time fruitiness. Ooh, so does that. Smelling them side by side, yeah, the Chinook. The Chinook smells more juicier than beer number three. Beer number three is the Centennial. It smells dankier. Man, I wish I had other people here to do this. Yeah, this smells like it's got weed in it. Okay, 5. This one smells like beer number one. I don't know if it's just because it's colder. This smells sweeter than this. This smells like it has more candy. So I would say it's down to these two. I would give it to 4, the Chinook. I think the Chinook, if you're going for a New England style, hazy, juicy IPA, the Chinook has the best smell. Now, I know I didn't mention it, but beer number 2 is the Sriracha Ace. You do get some dill. I didn't say that because I was trying to see more of the juicy fruit because all of them have it. And I think more people are going to lean away from dill. But yeah, even with the dill added in, I did say I love that beer in the review for it. But the Chinook does win in the smell. Okay, let's go ahead and taste. It still has the fruitiness, but it's like a sharp fruitiness, like a sharp, maybe a little bit more malt mixed in with it because it's a little warmer. Man, that dill. This one does taste a little colder, which it should be. That dill, that fruity citrus dill really kicks in that beer. It's good. Beer 3, Centennial. That grapefruit, that Centennial grapefruit really sticks out. You get that fruitiness, that citrus, but in the back to the after, the palate, you get that grapefruit in there. And from having 22 small batches with the Centennial, that's Centennial grapefruit. Should patent that. It's a Centennial grapefruit. You get it. You still get that citrus and Amarillo, in there for that fruitiness, but that grapefruit like lasts, like it's still in there. I don't know if it's because it's warmed up some, but you still get that grapefruit like you're eating a grapefruit aftertaste. It's still in there. Okay, let's try 4. It's so, it's smoother than at least the other 3. And I don't know, it's got that fruitiness, a little bit of citrus, but it seems like it melds better together than the other ones. And they're all smooth, but just something about that Chinook, right? Yeah. That's so good. You get that generic fruit, almost like a pineapple, mango, melon, not melon, like a pineapple sweetness. I don't even know how to describe it. It's almost like a a fruit cup, but with some pineapple, like a fruit cup where you're getting all of them together, but it's very juicy with maybe like the backbone of a pineapple. Then there's like a citrus just to cut it. Now, I've never done it, but if you take a fruit cup, you have to take out cherries though. I love cherries, but that doesn't have cherries in it. But like if you had a fruit cup and you put a little bit of like orange juice in it, like just a touch, then a touch of lemon, that's kind of what that is. The gesture, it's got that juicy fruit quality, but it's nothing like the Chinook version. It's more of a sharper fruitiness, like a less ripe, like under ripened fruit, but it's still juicy and good. Like if I would have to say, the Chinook version is a very good, juicy tropical fruit with some citrus in it that is nice and ripe, picked at the right time. Where the Gesture version is all the fruits are picked too early, but there's enough juiciness to carry it over, but you still get that, I don't know if you want to say underripe taste to it. I don't even know if I could pick. It would have to come down to the Azaka version, the Gesture, and the Chinook. I think the Sriracha Ace is good. I would brew it, but if I had to pick one, I don't think I would brew this one over the other ones. It's good. That dill helps it. It just gives it another level of character, and I think it works well. Um, I right now I would have to go with Chinook is the best. Azaka is second. Gesture is third. Then Sriracha Ace is fourth, and Centennial is fifth. If I can stop burping. Just if I only had to brew one, that's what I would do. Yeah, that one has to win. So we'll see what they say tomorrow for these, and I'll have them rate them. I'll see if each one I'll rate them, and I doubt I'm not gonna ask them to be on camera, but I'll see if they'll rate them 1 through 5. So I'm going just one last time. The Chinook is the best. Azaka is second. Gesture is third. Sriracha Ace is fourth. And then Centennial is fifth. That's what I would do. We'll see what they do. I'll probably, in the second tasting, now, because I am taking them, I only did 3 22-ounce bottles apiece. So we will only have one more tasting of this. But I think we'll be fine. So let me know if you like this video. Thumbs up if you like it. Thumbs down if you don't. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you know when new videos are coming out. And until next time, happy brewing.